What is a routine? For most of us, the word conjures up images of repetition, maybe even a little monotony. We think of alarm clocks, coffee, and the daily commute. But a routine isn't just a list of tasks. It's a conscious framework you build to support your aspirations. It's the deliberate sequence of habits that transforms your intentions into automatic actions. The true power of a strong routine is in saving mental energy. By deciding once what you'll do every morning or every night, you free up your mind to focus on the truly important decisions of the day. You stop wasting energy on what to do next. Think of it like a flywheel. When you complete that first small, intentional task, making your bed, meditating, reading a page, you generate the early momentum needed to tackle the bigger challenges. Consistency, not intensity, is the master. You don't need a military schedule to start. A powerful routine begins with one anchor habit. What is the one thing that, if you did it every day, would make the rest of your day better? Start there. Don't strive for perfection. Strive for persistence. Your routine will evolve. It should be flexible enough to handle life's inevitable curveballs, but solid enough to pull you back to your center. Routine is not a cage. It is the scaffolding that allows you to build the life you truly want. Start building your framework today. Wake up and the non-negotiable start. As a student, your day begins not when you sit down to study, but the moment you open your eyes. This isn't just about getting out of bed. It's about winning the first battle of the day. Wake up intentionality. Ditch the snooze button. Place your alarm across the room. When it goes off, your first non-negotiable task is standing up. Immediately drink a glass of water to kickstart your hydration and mental clarity. Movement. Before you look at your phone, commit 5 minutes to movement. This could be simple stretching, a few yoga poses, or a quick walk around the block. This deliberate physical activity wakes up your body and signals to your brain, we are ready for action. Fueling the body and mind. Your brain runs on fuel, and that fuel should be protein and complex carbohydrates. Skip the sugary cereal. Aim for something simple but sustaining, oats, eggs, or a high-protein smoothie. Use this time mindfully. Don't eat while scrolling social media. Maybe listen to a short podcast or simply enjoy the peace. You are preparing your body for a marathon of learning. Mental preparation. By now, you've successfully completed 3 tasks before most people have cleared their heads. You build momentum. The deep work anchor. This is the most critical part of your routine. Dedicate the first 45 to 60 minutes of your focused morning to your most challenging subject. Your willpower and concentration are highest right now. The golden rule. This early block is for deep work, not email or administrative tasks. Turn off notifications. Focus intensely on reviewing notes, solving problems, or working on a key assignment. This discipline sequence, wake, move, fuel, study, isn't about restricting you. It's about giving you the structure and energy needed to perform at your peak and master your academic goals. Own your morning and you will own your day. You've tackled the morning. You used your peak energy hours for deep work, or perhaps navigated challenging early classes. Now, we face the most crucial shift of the day, the afternoon routine. The afternoon is notorious for the midday wall. That post-lunch mental fog, the dip in energy, the sudden lure of distraction. A successful student doesn't fight this wall blindly. They have a deliberate strategy to climb over it. Before you even think about lunch, take 5 minutes to transition. Pack up your morning materials. Wipe down your desk. Write down the 3 main tasks you need to accomplish after lunch. This simple act of compartmentalization closes the morning chapter and prevents tasks from bleeding into the next. Take 3 deep breaths. Reset your focus. You are moving from intense output to sustainable input. The strategic lunch break. Lunch is fuel. View this as an investment in your brain, not just a break. Just as in the morning, prioritize balanced nutrition. Avoid high-sugar, high-fat meals that guarantee a deep energy crash 30 minutes later. Think protein, vegetables, and complex carbs, fuel that burns slowly. The technology detox your brain needs a genuine rest from screens. If possible, avoid scrolling social media during lunch. This is the time to socialize, read a physical book, or simply sit quietly. Allowing your brain to wander non-digitally is essential for restoring attention capacity. After eating, engage in a quick 15-minute light activity. Step outside. Get natural sunlight. A short walk significantly aids digestion and, more importantly, cues your body to stay alert, combating the natural post-meal drowsiness. Sunlight is a powerful antidote to the afternoon slump. Afternoon classes can be the hardest to stay engaged in. To maximize retention, change your note-taking strategy. Try drawing concept maps, using different colored pens, or forcing yourself to paraphrase the professor's points every 5 minutes. Active listening. If you feel yourself drifting off, implement the 3-minute rule. Force yourself to be hyper-focused and write down 3 main takeaways from the lecture in the next 3 minutes. This sudden burst of high concentration often pulls you back into the zone. Immediately after the class ends, while the information is still warm, spend 10 minutes reviewing your notes. Highlight the most confusing concept. This small effort drastically reduces the time you'll need to spend studying later that evening. The afternoon is about preventing future work. This study session, often from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., should be dedicated to medium difficulty tasks. Save the most taxing analytical work for the morning, and the lighter review for the evening. Use this time for organizing research, solving practice problems you've already attempted, or completing administrative academic tasks like scheduling study groups, outlining essays, or catching up on required readings that don't demand full critical analysis. To maintain focus through the fatigue, use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of intense focus, followed by a 5-minute break. Crucially, during the break, get up, stretch, and look away from your screen. Reset your eyes and your posture. Before you start your session, clearly define what you need to achieve in that block. Don't just study. Define, for example, I will complete practice problems 1 through 10, or I will outline the introduction and body paragraph 1. As your academic day wraps up, initiate a final power-down ritual. Tidy your study space. Review your notes for the day, identifying 2 key takeaways from the entire afternoon. Write out your top 3 tasks for the next morning. Planning your start the night before eliminates decision-making when your willpower is low, making your morning routine seamless. The afternoon routine is the bridge that connects your morning energy to your long-term success. Master the midday, and you ensure your productivity is a steady CLI. The academic wind-down. The sun is setting, and the primary demands of your academic day are nearing their close. The evening routine is not about cramming, it is about strategic closure, mental consolidation, and restoration. The final study session before you shift focus, allocate a final, highly specific study block, perhaps 60 to 90 minutes. This block should not be for learning new, complex material. This is your review and synthesis session. Focus on review the notes you took today. Use techniques like flashcards, summary writing, or explaining the day's concepts out loud to an empty chair. This process of active recall moves information from short-term to long-term memory. Use any remaining time for lighter academic tasks. Reading required materials that are straightforward, organizing your digital files, or responding to non-urgent emails. You are tidying up the academic loose ends of the day. Once the study block is complete, implement a physical shutdown. Close your textbooks. Shut down your laptop. Physically separate yourself from your study space. This signals to your brain that the academic workday is officially over. The exercise component for a student. Exercise in the evening serves two critical purposes: releasing built-up stress and managing energy levels. This doesn't need to be a grueling workout. Dedicate 30 to 45 minutes to physical activity. Choose something you genuinely enjoy: a brisk walk, hitting the gym, a dance class, or even dynamic yoga. Physical movement is your most effective tool for clearing cortisol and the mental fog accumulated from hours of sitting. Movement offers a psychological reset button. It allows you to process the day's events subconsciously. When you return, you often feel not only physically energized but mentally calmer and more objective about any lingering academic worries. Stretching and cool down end your movements. Creativity is not a luxury. It is a vital mental release. Academic life is often linear and analytical. Your brain needs time to use its interpretive, artistic side. Engage in an activity that allows for flow state without academic pressure. This could be playing a musical instrument, sketching, writing non-academic fiction, knitting, or cooking a complex meal. The goal here is complete and mindful disengagement from your syllabus. When you are drawing, you are focused only on the lines and shapes. When you are cooking, you are focused only on the ingredients. This act of focus on an unrelated task is profound rest for the academic mind. The digital sunset. This is perhaps the most important rule. Implement a digital sunset 60 to 90 minutes before your planned bedtime. Turn off all screens, laptops, tablets, and crucially your phone. Blue light from screens suppresses the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. By eliminating it, you allow your body to naturally prepare for rest. Charge your phone away from your bed. The core misconception: we often approach routines as a form of self-punishment or restriction, something we must endure. But the true power of a successful routine lies not in the actions themselves, but in the mindset that drives them. Routine as self-trust. The mind behind the routine understands that every completed task, no matter how small, making the bed, drinking water, reviewing a note, is a promise kept to yourself. When you keep promises to yourself, you build self-trust. This trust is the bedrock of confidence and resilience. Moving from reaction to intention. A reactive mindset lets the world dictate your schedule. You constantly put out fires. The routine mindset is intentional. It dictates, "This is what I value, and therefore, this is what I will dedicate my time to first." You stop surviving the day and start designing it. The acceptance of imperfection. The most damaging mindset is the pursuit of perfection. The successful routine mindset embraces the messy middle. It knows that a bad day isn't a failure, it's a data point. If you miss your morning study session, the routine doesn't punish you. It simply waits for you to pick up the next scheduled task. Consistency over intensity, always. The identity shift. Finally, the routine becomes an identity. You are no longer someone who tries to be organized. You are a person who is structured and disciplined. This internal shift changes how you view challenges and how you allocate your most precious resource, your time. The ultimate purpose. Remember this. Routines are not about making life easier. They are about making your life higher achieving. They are the mechanism that transforms your ambition, that deep, quiet aspiration you hold, into tangible results day after day. The call to action. Stop waiting for motivation to strike. Motivation is fickle. Install the system. Build the framework. Trust the process. Start small, but start now. The final affirmation. Your future success is not an accident of fate. It is the inevitable product of the daily habits you choose today. Own your routine. Own your life.